The world had already been scarred by war, but nothing compared to the catastrophe that followed the destruction of Asteroid M. When the colossal station exploded, it unleashed the largest electromagnetic pulse mankind had ever known. Entire nations were thrown into darkness, their technology rendered useless in an instant. Yet in the chaos, one place still stood with functioning power: Russia, and more specifically, the stronghold of Pyotr Rasputin, once known as Colossus. But Colossus was no longer the loyal X-Man of old. Hardened, embittered, and consumed by darker ambitions, he allied himself with mercenaries who shared his thirst for power. Omega Red, Sabretooth, and Deadpool stood at his side, united by greed and brutality. Together, they seized control of Russia's power source, turning it into a fortress and daring the world to challenge them. Nick Fury knew the stakes. If that power remained in enemy hands, civilization could not recover. So he assembled a strike force unlike any other: Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Wolverine, and an elite SHIELD unit. Their mission was simple: infiltrate, secure the energy, and neutralize the threat. But Colossus and his mercenaries were ready. They ambushed the team with ruthless precision. One by one, Fury's men fell, and the mission crumbled into a massacre. The mercenaries captured Wolverine, Captain America, and the Winter Soldier, planting bombs inside their bodies as a final act of cruelty. When Deadpool gleefully pressed the detonator, the world watched three heroes die in an instant. For most, that would have been the end. But Wolverine's curse, and his gift, was survival. Torn apart, shredded by the explosion, he regenerated slowly but relentlessly. His healing factor dragged him back from the abyss, and when his eyes opened again, there was only one thought driving him: vengeance. What followed was a brutal campaign. Wolverine at his most primal, he hunted his betrayers with the patience of a predator, dismantling their alliance piece by bloody piece. With Forge's help, he stripped Sabretooth of his healing factor, leaving him vulnerable for the first time in decades. Their fight ended with Wolverine's claws tearing through Creed's flesh, the finality undeniable. Omega Red came next, his coils lashing with lethal fury. But Wolverine turned the assassin's own weapons against him, wrapping the tentacles around his neck and snapping it with a sickening crack. Years of rivalry ended in seconds, Omega Red's body collapsing like a puppet with its strings cut. Deadpool was madness incarnate, laughing even as he fought. Their battle raged through steel corridors until Wolverine found the perfect end. With a feral kick, he hurled Deadpool into the heart of a nuclear reactor. The chamber glowed bright as the mercenary's body was consumed, his laughter finally silenced. That left Colossus. Once, Logan had called him a brother in arms. Now he was just another tyrant standing in the way. Their clash was violent and bitter, Colossus's metallic strength against Wolverine's unbreakable fury. Blades met steel again and again, until Logan finally found his opening. With a savage slash, he gutted Colossus like prey, ending the former X-Man's reign in a pool of blood. When the carnage was over, the fortress lay in ruins. The mercenaries were gone, their power broken. Wolverine stood alone amidst the wreckage, scarred but unbowed, the fires of vengeance cooling in his chest. He had avenged his fallen comrades, taken justice into his own hands, and reminded the world of one truth: when you stand on the wrong side of Wolverine, there is no mercy and no escape.